The world watches with bated breath. Power dynamics are shifting. Alliances are crumbling. In the heart of this geopolitical earthquake sits Ukraine, a nation grappling with more than just its own survival. It's become the epicenter of a high-stakes game of chess, with global superpowers vying for control. And guess what? It's not about peace, folks. It's about something far more enticing: cold, hard cash. Specifically, the trillions of dollars worth of rare earth minerals hiding beneath Ukraine's war-torn soil. This isn't your grandma's game of checkers. This is a bare-knuckled brawl for resources that could fuel the future. And amidst this chaos, one nation is about to learn a very expensive lesson. Never bet against the house when the house is rigged. Buckle up, because we're about to unpack how the UK's geopolitical gamble in Ukraine just backfired spectacularly. Remember Donald Trump, the guy with the spray tan and the Twitter addiction? Well, he's back in the news, and this time it's not about his golf handicap. Apparently, the Donald decided to add international extortion to his already impressive resume. His target? You guessed it, Ukraine. Trump, in a move that surprised absolutely no one, slapped Ukraine with an offer they couldn't refuse, aka a shakedown. His demand: simple. Ukraine coughs up a cool $300 billion in protection fees, or surrenders 50% of its mining rights to those sweet, rare earth minerals. Oh, and as a bonus, he also wants a full US troop withdrawal and Ukrainian recognition of those Russian-claimed territories. You know, Crimea, Donbas, the usual. Now let's talk about these rare earth minerals, the shiny new toys everyone's fighting over. We're talking about a potential $20 trillion jackpot, folks. That's trillion with a T. These aren't your average rocks. We're talking about the essential ingredients for all the cool gadgets we can't live without. Smartphones, electric cars, those fancy new VR headsets your kids are begging for. And guess who's licking their chops at the prospect of controlling this treasure trove? That's right, our old pals, Trump and Putin. They're like a pair of shady used car salesmen ready to divide the spoils of war right before our very eyes. The US gets its military off the hook and potentially a hefty profit. Russia gets a chunk of Ukraine, again, and control over vital resources. And the UK? Well, they get a front row seat to watch their grand geopolitical ambitions go up in smoke. Remember Brexit, that glorious leap into the unknown that was supposed to make Britain great again? Well, it turns out that taking back control doesn't quite have the same ring to it when you're left holding the bag in a global power play. You see, the UK, in its infinite wisdom, had decided to go all in on Ukraine, pumping billions into its infrastructure with the hopes of, getting a piece of that rare earth pie. But with Trump's power move, those investments are about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. Inflation is soaring, energy costs are through the roof, and the average Brit is starting to wonder if that extra quid they saved on imported cheese was really worth it. It's a harsh lesson in the law of unintended consequences, and right now it seems the UK is failing the test.